The Regional Police Division number 7 on Saturday morning, November 18, 2023, launched its Christmas 2023 and year-end policing plans for Region 7, Kuyuni, Mazaruni, at the Bartica Town's Municipal Buildings Boardroom venue. These policing plans, along with the regional policing statistics reports for the reporting period of 2022 to 2023, were presented by the regional commander of Regional Police Division number 7, Senior Superintendent Mr. Dion Moore. We now present to you a file video report of this official launching ceremony, with Mr. Patrick Johnson presenting a prayer to the occasion.
Officer Warren prayer.
We thank you this day that we can gather here for the security of our community, that the Barca Police is launching their presentation. We ask in God that you will bless this, oh God, this launching, and we asking that your Holy Spirit will take charge. We asking that you will give the person, Mr. Moore, the wisdom that he can able to explain and able to liberate about the presentation that he have for this Christmas season, that we can be safe in this community. We are even asking that you will give the police force the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that they needed. And we are asking, God, that you will bless this session in Jesus' name. Amen.
I remain standing as we recite the national pledge. Number 7, Mr. Dion Moore. Chairman, Mr. Williams. Mayor of Region 7, Mr. Anthony Murray. REO, Mr. Ward. Mr. Chatterpaul, Chamber of Commerce. OC, number 1 subdivision, Mr. Chetram. OC Crime, Mr. Henry. OC Traffic, Mr. Griffith. Mr. Johnson, Fire Service. Mr. Johnson's representative of GRA and Station Management. Mr. Edward Prasad, Chairman of the Policing. Ms. Jeffrey, Liaison of CPG. Inspectors, junior ranks. Welcome. I would like to welcome you all to the launching of our Christmas policing. It is customary at this time of the year that we roll out our plans for the Christmas policing so that we all can have a safe and incident-free and a peaceful Christmas. At this time, I would like to introduce the person who will be doing the presentation to us this morning. A young man, a man who has been playing a pivotal role in ensuring that we are safe in region number 7. He's a man that is very open-minded. He knows how to motivate his ranks, and he's very courageous and easygoing. First I'm inviting to you is Mr. Dion Moore. He has over 20-something years service within the Guyana Police Force, and he would have worked in practically all the departments within the Guyana Police Force. So I'd like you to put your hands together as we invite Mr. Dion Moore to do the presentation for us this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marcus, Community Relations Officer, Region number 7. Honorable Mayor, Township of Bartica, Mr. Anthony Murray. Regional Executive Officer, Mr. Warren Ward. Representative of the Bartica Chambers of Commerce, Barnacle Station Management Committee, Community Policing Group, media, officers, other ranks. It's a pleasure here for me to present to you our Christmas Policing Plan 2023. Regardless of what you do, you must have a plan in order to achieve an objective. Regardless of whether you choose to execute that plan, the time will elapse and the time will go away from you. Time cannot be stored. The time is always now. The National Christmas Policing Plan would have launched Wednesday last in Georgetown, and due to reason beyond our call, we are launching our plan today. Most of the region would have launched their plan either yesterday, and some will still might be launching today and maybe subsequent days. However, region number 7, our plan is to ensure that the region is safe, and I'll walk you through the plan so you have an in-depth understanding of what our policing posture will be for this Christmas season. The plan will take the following format, and the outline will be an introduction, the use of information, then I'll go through our intentions, our risk assessment, our method of operations, our crime comparative figure, our issues and concerns, the strategies that we implement, our social crime prevention strategies, traffic comparative figure, administration, our deployment, patrols, areas of special interest, and of course we will tell you something about the staff that we have, our transportation state, and the welfare of our ranks, which is of paramount importance, and then I'll conclude. After, or somewhere along here, I'll highlight some of the successes that we have achieved during the year 2023 thus far. Region number 7 is divided into 2 subdivisions. Subdivision 1, where the headquarters fall under, it is being manned by an assistant superintendent of police. There are 6 police stations, along with the 3 quarry locations, the 2 checkpoints, and the 2 outposts. And number 2 subdivision, here again we have 6 police stations. It's been manned by an inspector, and we have the 3 checkpoints as stated on the slide. Our cardinal points are, by the north we are bordered at a place called the Quarry. Most of you should know, having been belong to region number 7. To the east, Monkey Jump. To the west, the Winamu River, and to the south, 83 km referred to as School Ramp. Graphical illustration of where the region located, the bright red depicts the borderline for the entire region number 7. It's the 2nd largest region among the 10 administrative regions. Region number 7 annual Christmas policing activities will commence on the 15th of November 2023 and concludes on the 15th of January 2024. During the Christmas season, there is usually an increase of people moving by air, water, and land, conducting commercial, social, and cultural activities. There will be an increase in shopping and visitors' arrival, which includes overseas residents. Our intention is to create a safe environment for all businesses, shoppers, visitors within the region during the Christmas season, to minimize criminal activities, traffic congestion, and accidents. We will do that by increased crime patrols, traffic presence, and enforcement. And of course, the main purpose of it is to build the public's confidence. There is a likelihood that with all of the activities that will be going on, there will be increase in crime along the mining communities, mining areas. There will be increase in the gathering of people who are socializing and shopping. And with all of that, there's a likelihood that there will be an increase in congestion. In order to achieve the intentions, the following policing posture will be put in place, and that is increase of foot, bicycles, motorcycles, and pickup patrols within the shopping areas, banks, post office, hotels, and other business places. We will be networking with regions number 1, 2, 3, 8, and 10. And the reason for networking with these regions, that these regions are directly connected to region number 7, as persons can leave those regions and enter into region number 7. Along with those regions, we will partner with a community policing group, private security agencies. There will be an increase in riverine patrols, places like Isano, Cameron, in Bamadai, and Bartico. There would also be increase in joint riverine patrols at our borderline, Itterimbang, and again, we house the Mazruni prison, and there will be joint patrols to ensure that the prisoners are well kept in that safe environment and there is no incident around those areas. There will be an increase in immigration checks as persons will want to navigate through the region. We will continue conducting roving patrols along the mining areas. Roadblocks will be conducted, snap and deliberate. Snap roadblocks are those that you just set up without a specific purpose, and you search whatever you're looking for. The deliberate roadblock is where we use intelligence, and based on the intelligence, we have a direct purpose why we hold in such roadblocks. Increase of searches on vessels, vehicles, and pedestrians daily. We'll increase the use of intelligence and coordinate special operations. We'll heighten security and management of all public events. We'll continue to work in collaboration with the business community and other agencies. Just to give you an update of our prevalent crimes within the region: murder, break and enter larceny, robbery under arms, rape, and trafficking in narcotics. For the year 2023, we recorded 10 murders as against 50 murders for the same period last year. The slide before you there shows the percentage of decrease comparatively among the 2 years. Rape, 18 cases against 11 this year, a decrease again, 38%. Break and enter, 10 cases last year, 2 this year, 80% decrease. Robbery under arms, 7 cases as against 3, again decrease in that aspect. And here overall, the region enjoying a 48.1% decrease in serious crime when compared to 2023. This, I think, is a remarkable effort, so let's give it a round. The slides there will show you the murder by year, 2022 as against 2023, the amount, and to the right of the slide you'll see the 33.3% decrease when compared. Important to note that the community of Bartico, or the district of Bartico, recorded the most murders. 70% of the murders that we record occurred within the Bartica Station District, followed by Cameron District, and then Kaika. Those are the 3 station districts where the murders occurred. The locations where the murder occurred: Wanasan's back down, Chinese Creek back down, which is in the Puruni River, Marshall Falls, Lower Mazruni River, Honeycomb back down, Middle Mazruni, 2nd Avenue, Bartica, Philippi Village, Upper Mazruni, Kumu back down, and then in the Winamu River, we had one there as well. When you look at the murder victims by gender, of course, male dominate more than the female. More males are being murdered than females. 20% against 80%. For rape, here you'll see the 18 rape for last year as against 11 for this year, which showed a 38.9% decrease when compared. Importantly, for the matters of rape, most of the rape cases that we've recorded are statutory rape, in the sense that by virtue of the age, the offense is established. And if you look carefully, you'll recognize that the danger age for these children are between 11 to 15 years. 8 such cases we had within that age range. To address this issue involving teenagers, because most of the times when we are informed of these instances is when the matter is already at a almost old stage, in the sense that weeks, months already passed, sometimes a whole year. And in some cases, when those victims turn up at the medical institution and it's recognized that they are pregnant. To address this, we've engaged the Department of Education and introduced our DARE program, which will enable the young, vulnerable children to be aware and be informed of the dangers of engaging in these activities. The station districts where these matters of rape occurred, and if you look again, Bartica Station District, and mind you, comment me, it is not the township of Bartica, but just the station district, which span very far away, right? And as, even though you might see it stated Bartica is the station district of Bartica, not Bartica proper. But there are a few cases that originate out of Bartica as well. 75% of the rape cases originate from Bartica Station District, while 17% come from Itabali, which is a more trading ground for minors who traverse in and out of the interior. And then we have Isalum with a small percent of 8. And these are the direct locations where rape occurred. Itabali Landing, by the Rabo, 3 miles, Moore Camp, Island Landing, Agatash, Sunset Hotel, Bartica again, 3rd Avenue, and then we have 4 miles Bartica. Firearms seized for the year 2023 as against 2022. 2022 we seized 10 firearms. And here, due to stringent effort by the dedicated and hard-working ranks of the region, and of course, our roving patrol, we managed to take off from the hands of those who are not authorized to use, 22 firearms for the year 2023. Right, 120% increase in firearm seizure. Again, if you look at the ammunition that we seized comparatively, last year we seized 42 firearms, ammunition, and for the year, thus far we seized 164. Again, a significant increase in ammunition found. And mind you, firearm and ammunition are found together in most cases. Narcotic seizure, this is the pull effect from the firearm. If you notice, more firearms are seized, less narcotics are seized, which means that those who are using these firearms are also pushing or peddling narcotics. So the more firearm you take away from the street, is the less persons likely to traffic narcotics because they don't have the means to traffic. So there's a decrease in the amount of cannabis and cocaine. Our hotspots in relation to crime: 3 Miles and Honeycamp. Honeycamp, we have seen some domestic issues occurring there, and our attention is focused there at the moment. One, crime is always too many for us. Of course, there are always issues and concerns. And for us, we are still grappling in terms of language barrier. We have trained personnel, and we have been networking with stakeholders who provide assistance. Whatever so often, when you venture into the interior, the difficulties still put us at a serious challenge in terms of addressing language barrier and sometimes low or high water level. At the moment, we are experiencing low water level, which is a great challenge for the ranks to get into certain areas in a timely manner. Disruption in communication. In some areas, there are disruption in the communication and timely information coming towards the helm of the force. The poor condition of the trails and unsuitable mobility at times, be it land and water. When I say unsuitable, you may need to navigate a river. You are equipped with a boat with a 200, but because of the water level, you cannot navigate using the 200. You will have to get a smaller boat with a smaller engine. Of course, and if the water is pretty high, you need to get there with a certain time. You can't use a boat with a small engine. You need a faster boat. So there is the unsuitable mobility. Misinformation that are being peddled across not just the region, but sometimes the entire country on social media, where they are claiming that ever so often that they see Venezuelan members or gang members along the Cayuny River or the Guyana shore. And then you will see that they are showing images depicting that they are large amount of persons crossing, coming over to the Guyanese shore. We all know, or for those of us who know, the Venamu River and the Cayuny River, which border or Iturimbang location, it's not a river that any one person or persons can walk across, whether the water is high or if it's low. You will have to cross that river by a boat, and a boat with engine too, most times. The current is very heavy and you cannot navigate across. So please, not every information that you see on social media believe, and do not peddle information or misinformation to members of the public, which may create uneasy or uncomfortable feeling among the citizens. try as far as practicable to speak things that are fact and allow those who are authorized to or has credible information, accurate information, to engage the public on those issues. Here are the strategies that we will implement. Again, you see the roving and joint patrols. The presence of the police collectively with the other disciplines often reduce chances of crime occurring in those areas. And when you look at things that would have happened last year and the strategies used last year, sometimes may not be applicable for the current year. So from time to time we change our strategies. We do not use the same approach every year. Cordon searches, stop and search, and intelligence operations will be conducted. Monitoring and profiling of suspicious characters, especially persons who recently released from the prison system. On a lot of occasions, you'll see ranks in all of the communities conducting community outreaches, and we have several forms of outreaches, and then we have meetings where we conduct divisional intelligence committee meetings, and of course, the importance of getting information out there is to engage the youths within the various communities. Policing is not like years ago. Policing have changed, the dynamics of policing have changed. And policing of today is for us to be on the road, interact, interface, listen to the people, listen to the concerns of the people, and use the information that you have through your spatial and temporal analysis and police your station districts. So integration with members of the public, you will see that on a daily basis. And of course, we are working along with our stakeholders. If you look carefully, there are some photographs there. One, I think you see a distribution backpack, you see a fitness walk, you see an outreach, and the picture to the lower left is where we had our spelling bee competition. That's the champion for our spelling bee competition 2023. Traffic, while the region is not a region where we have lots of roads within the township of Bartica, it is of concern to us. We had one major accident that is at 4th Avenue and 5th Street where 2 persons would have lost their lives. However, overall traffic, we managed to have an 11% decrease in accidents overall. But there's still need for greater presence within the Christmas season, so hence ranks will be conducting regular patrols along the busy intersections, junctions, along the township of Bartica and the checkpoints as well. Our black spots for traffic, like I said, 4th Avenue and 5th Street intersection, and then 6th Street between 4th and 2nd Avenue. To address some of the issues, especially the one at 4th Avenue and 5th Street, we would have placed stop sign at the intersection which mandates all vehicular traffic to stop, observe the road, and then proceed when it's safe to do so. We'll be targeting these areas because of congestion and to minimize congestion within the shopping centers, bank, post office, money transfer area, the municipal market, gas stations, the waterfronts, and we will have to ensure that there's no traffic, vehicular traffic lingering along the A Strip, which is an emergency area and an area that ought to be cleared at all times. The administration of Region Number 7, headed by yours truly, assisted by DSP Pitt, our Crime Inspector Henry, assisted by Corporal Jonas, and for traffic we have ASP Griffith, assisted by Sergeant Gordon. Number 1 subdivision, like I said before, is being headed by ESP Chetra, while number 2 subdivision is headed by Inspector Hunt. By now, some of you have already see we have police booths along the roadway. As we commence our Christmas policing duty, there will be fixed point duty and beats in these areas as 4th Avenue, 2nd Avenue, 7th Avenue, 3rd Avenue, but especially the busy intersection by Futu area as the Stelling and the Vendors Arcade. Alright. These are what our booths look like. And of course, the police will not be in the booth all the time. They'll be patrolling from one point, go back to the booth, and then patrol to another point, get back to the booth. So you're going to find police in the booth all day. The booth is placed there as a central point that can distract the persons, take information, make a notation, or relax for a couple of minutes before they go off on patrol again. Dentists, I hope you're taking keen note because one of your core functions is to ensure that these ranks are properly briefed and posted. We will be intensifying our immigration checks at the following locations: Bartipe, Sano, and of course Itrimba. This is something ongoing, but we'll be doing more intensified checks for other intelligence purposes as well. Areas of special interest, we have Itabelli Crossing, Shrima Crossing, 7th Avenue Beach, Vendors Arcade, Bartipe Strip, Rooney Landing, 70 km checkpoint, and the checkpoint between 83 heading to Madja and Botukari Crossing as well. A lot of persons are bypassing the Shrima Crossing, head and try to cross at Botukari. For number 2 sub, Itirimbang, Kamarang, Jawalo, Kaikan, and Bamadai, and Ikeriku Bato. Ransom Patrol will be communicating within our operation room with the use of cell phones and radio sets. Any information received will be communicated through the channel. We have adequate ranks to man all of the areas that we have to police. And of course, we have resources to police those areas. We have ATVs, we have motorcycles, we have pickup, we have boats and engines that are working. What you see in there, those that are working. I said it before, the ranks have been working hard, and we must look after their welfare. So as part of the welfare for the ranks, we'll have an appreciation breakfast and a award ceremony and luncheon. We will have distribution of hampers. We will distribution of gifts to children, and of course, the police youth groups will have a Christmas party. Here is where we'll ask our stakeholders to remain on board with us as we join together to ensure that all of our children and youth within the community are properly enjoying the festive season in a fashionable way. Crime prevention tips. To those out there who have to move on with cash, try as far as practicable not to walk around with more cash than is necessary. If you could pay for your purchase via check, credit card, debit card, whenever possible, it is better. Plastic money will help to minimize hard-earned cash to be stolen from you. If you must use an ATM, choose one that is located inside a mall or a well-lighted location. Withdraw only the amount of cash you need. Even though you may be rushed and have many things on your mind, stay alert to your surroundings. Shop before dark if possible. Coordinate shopping trips with a friend or family member. Never park in an unlit lot or area, no matter how convenient it is. Avoid wearing expensive jewelry. Be extra cautious about locking doors and windows when you leave the house, even for a few minutes. There are always persons who are looking at you who you will not be able to see. I promise you that I'll show some of the successes that we have had during the year 2023. Please relax as you see some of the matters. You may remember some of them. More committed on Figueroa. This is recently. It's not just that we found the firearms alone. There are persons who we prosecute who are in possession of these firearms. Then you will remember this face. Here you have it. Our many successes for the year 2023. That brings me to the end of my presentation on Christmas Policing 2023, region number 7. If there are any questions, comments, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions and give clarity where necessary. Thank you for your attention. I want to wish all the Merry 2023, prosperous.
Good morning. Good morning. Commander, all forces present here. As the regional executive officer, the 7, I must, on behalf of the IDC, I want to extend my gratitude for the job well done based on the statistics shown of the good work of the police of Division Region 7. And I want to commend the leadership of the commander and the support, because I believe the commander can't do it by himself. There is support from the ranks, from all levels. I want to commend you for that. I want you to continue doing the work, and at least, as was pointed out earlier, in the Christmas season, activities always increase. We, from the regional administration, would want to extend our support to the police to ensure that the safety of our citizens in Region 7 as a whole is being maintained. There are certain developments that happen in our regions that will need a more robust thing from the policing. For example, the traffic, I noticed the traffic in certain areas where clamping down. In the future, we have to do more in traffic, because at the national level, we're trying to improve our road network. We're a smoother road. And when we get a smoother road, we have to be more vigilant with our road users. So here at all our traffic plans, we have to up their game, right? So I want to commend you once again, Commander Mirans, and continue the good work in our region, so we can see a safe Christmas for all the citizens in Region 7.
Thank you,
Good morning, everyone. Once again, I certainly want to recognize REO, Commander Leon Moore, and all senior ranks, constables, sergeants, as your chief citizen. As this is the first meeting as the chief citizen of this township being here, but prior to now, as person representing the chamber, I was here 3 different occasions, and I continue to commend the police force for the work they're doing in the division and also the subdivision 1. I must also commend Commander for his comprehensive report, and he always do when he presents his report. Very simple, very comprehensive, and I commend him again for that, and his officers who were involved in putting together the reports in the different areas. 3 areas that stood up for me as his assessment plan, his mode of operation, and his strategies, which is very important. We from this office will continue to support you in the township in moving forward especially at this time as you present your Christmas plan for security. In whichever way, Town Council continue to support you. Moving forward, I know, Commander, the present situation is being faced with Guyana and its neighbors. I know you have your hand filled, but we continue to support you in our prayer and everything that you need to have available to you to patrol our borderline, coming to face the situation we faced, and citizens are being apprehensive of what is going on. Questions is being asked. Facebook is being used some way unnecessary to create into the mindset of persons panic. I want to implore on us here and to extend these information to our friends, neighbors, family, that everything is under control by our forces. And I know Region 7 in particular is being looked at. Just we share the borderline that is very close to Venezuela. I know from our side, we want to make certain that we spread positive word of what is happening in that direction under that situation of Venezuela and us Guyana to Turkey. We know the Christmas season is going to be with us shortly. I want to continue to ask everyone to be vigilant. It's not the police force alone is involved in being the eyes and hands of our township to maintain security. Our citizens, our business community also plays a very vital role in helping along the police, and we continue to support Commander and his forces in that direction. From the regional department, we also collaborate to make sure that the security of our region is more simple and easy to, where there's access needed. I know RU do sometimes make service available to the police force. We want to continue to move in that direction, to cooperate in every which way with our Region 7 division. So once again, I must say Merry Christmas to everyone and a prosperous 2024. Thank you.
It's under control at the moment, and we're doing everything within our means to keep it peaceful, protected, and orderly within the region.
On protocol, Commander, I noticed people are complaining about the phone at the Barco police station, and then I learned there's a cell phone available that you can call. What happened, a lot of people may not know this cell phone. What we can do is use the media or any part on Facebook, whatever, to get this number available to the public that they can call. I must say also that I'm happy to see, especially when coming to the school, where there's police presence at every school now, especially when school opens. So I must say congratulations to you, Mr. Commander, and your team for doing great work in this community. I see it for myself. I see that the image of the police force, where people used to feel that the police you can't talk with, I see police and citizens are communicating, and when you get those things, it helps you. When you get to communicate with the public, it simply means that half of your work are finished because they can help you solve the problem or the crime. So I'm happy to see that over the years, and I just want to say congratulations and keep up the good work, and bless Christmas to you all, and may you enjoy it. I know why some people sitting at the table, you all might have to be working, but I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I'm happy that you recognize the fact that there is much more interaction between police and the community. And this is because within the police force, we have our strategic plan, and among those strategic plan, there is a pillar billing partnership. And as we go along our daily duties, one of the things we ensure that we communicate in all of the communities to know what are the problems and to find solutions to those problems. So the presence of the police will continue and continue to grow from strength to strength.
Good morning, everyone. With all protocols being observed, first here we say, Commander, congratulations to you and your team for a well put together and presented report, the holistic plan and strategies of what you plan to do during the Christmas period. From the Chamber of Commerce and the entire business sector of Article, and I guess the entire region, we always welcome and you feel a sense of security when you know that the police have a plan and their presence is going to be all around, right? You at your business, you do your business in a lot more comfort, your customer come and shop in a lot more comfort when the police presence in the area, have a presence in the area. So we welcome that that strategy and the plan that you guys have, and from our level we will continue to work with you guys and support you in whichever way we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
In your presentation, you mentioned two areas of interest, which is 3 miles, and another area, I can't remember. But how, just to elaborate, from 3 miles, why?
All right. In terms of crime, there are a few cases where crime occurred within that area. Persons who are victim of rape, the actual action took place there, and the area was flat, given the fact that there were more than one events of a similar nature occurred within that area.
So therefore, the area that different
Correct.
social issues.
Correct. And that is why we are venturing into those communities. As I speak, we are talking to the people, we are encouraging parents, we are having discourses with youth to minimize chances of those types of crime from occurring.
Question, but you see, I mean, probably it's not clear. We are here, but based on person from the Otara area, communicating with me, is there an increase in cattle rustling?
Over the years that in Region 7, we haven't had a single report of cattle rustling within the region. We haven't had reports that cattle are being rustled from another region into our region as well. We haven't had those reports. However, it is something that I can check to see in the neighboring regions if it is happening and to what extent that we thinking of regulate. But it's not something that we have to address at the moment. We never received such reports. That's it. All right. Well, I wish to thank all of you for your time, patience, and the commitment that you show in terms of making yourself available as we roll out our Christmas policing, and we look forward for continued support throughout the remaining of 2023 and then into the new year, so we can celebrate together after our Christmas policing period of come to an end the 15th of January 2024. So thank you. I can say this is it for the year, because every day going forward we will be policing all of Region 7 holistically in every way, shape or form. So thank you.
You were watching at a video recording of the Regional Police Division Number 7's launch of its Christmas 2023 and year-end policing plans for Region 7, Coyote, Mazaruni. I'm yours truly, Mr. Edward Anthony Posad, formally thanking you for your attention. Until we meet again, please continue to stay safe, positive, and healthy. Bye for now.